Hello, everyone. I'm Yliès from Runtime Verification. And today I'm going to present ERCx, which is our tool suite for testing and evaluating the conformance of ERC tokens and security properties. All right, so let me tell you what ERCx can provide you with. Essentially, it provides you with two features. The first one is to let you evaluate any token that is deployed on testnet or mainnet against the conformance and security properties. The second one is to let you build better quality tokens by providing you with a very complete test suite that allows you ensuring that your token has all the essential properties it needs. So we believe that ERCx is mainly intended for developers, but it can be also used by investors and expert auditors. Let me tell you how. So an investor in front of a token, she is rightfully asking the question, is this token safe? Should I put my money in it? And she is rightfully scared of scams, rug pulls, or even honeypots. So we need to provide them with tools that allow to evaluate the token from a behavioral perspective, not only the economics. Us, as developers, we want to spend as least time as possible testing. We want to make sure that our token has all the functionality it needs. We want to make sure that it achieves its mission. And moreover, if we are a newcomer to a token standard, we don't know from which token to inspire from. There are so many tokens outside. ERCx can also be used by expert auditors. The tool can be shipped as a Foundry library that is quite comprehensive in the completeness of the checks that it makes. I will say more about that in a minute. It is also very fast. It executes in less than a minute. And it is also customizable and extendable. Customizable in the sense that you can tweak the parameters, you can evaluate or test from different initial states. But you can also extend by adding more tests to check for the special token that you are in front of. So let me tell you more about our test suite. We are now supporting ERC20 and ERC4626 with respectively 116, 175 tokens, and we have structured our test suite into different levels. So we have the ABI level, which essentially consists in syntactic checks. We have also minimal and recommended for conformance to the standard. So minimal would correspond to the must, recommended to the should of the standard. But we went beyond the standard. We saw that it's not enough, and we are lucky to have expert auditors in our company who provided us with security properties. So in desirable, we put all the tests for the properties that were violated during hacks. We have two more levels, add-on and fingerprint. Add-on are tests that involve functions going beyond the standard, such as minting, transfer proxy, batch transfer, burning, etc. And fingerprint are for implementation choices. So these are not necessarily bad nor good properties, but maybe, for instance, does this token support the infinite approval pattern, right, which is an implementation choice. All right, so we wrote the test suite and we wanted to compare it to what exists out there. So we checked out OpenZeppelin test suite, we checked Slither, and we even tried ChatGPT to write a test suite. So we don't have the most tests, we have 116 tests, but those tests are parametric. So that means that we can do fuzzing. And we wanted to evaluate how good is our test it at finding bugs. So we partnered with Certora, we generated some mutants, which, as you know, are a modification in the source code of a contract to introduce bugs. And as you can see, we performed quite well. OpenZeppelin performed also good. And this very good detection capability we provided from source code. That means you can test from source code. You can check an address from console, from a website. We have also an API and a VS Code plugin already for you. All right, before moving on to the demo, let me tell you about the benefit of having such a comprehensive test suite. So we have a huge database of tokens, I believe the most comprehensive one with more than 200K tokens. And using our evaluator, we can now evaluate the token from a behavioral perspective. That means that we are able now to answer the kind of simple questions that are on the slides, but no, much more also. So which tokens meet the standard? What are the properties that are most respected? And also you can look at things like correlation between properties and also between tokens. All right. So I hope now you want to check ERCx, and you can do it from 3 locations. You can go to our website, ercx.runtimeverification.com. You can check out our API, UAD/API, and we have a VS Code plugin coming very soon. All right, so now we'll move to the demo to give you a feel about the tool. And in the meantime, if you want, you can reproduce what I'm doing. You get the QR code, and you can also do that. All right, so let me go full screen. So this is our website. As you can see, it's pretty simple. On the left, we have testing from address. On the right, we have testing from source code. We here just input some address in the field. We select the corresponding network, and we click test. And after a few seconds, we get a report. So what is this report about? As you can see, you get some information. You can bookmark the token. You can have a list of tokens. You have information whether the token is behind a proxy. And you have also some listing of functions. So these are functions that you will find in the standard. And you have a summary of the test result with the different levels that I showed you before. You have also some JSON file that you can pass and analyze automatically. And you have in the different tabs the different levels. And so you can see different problems that this token has. So this token, I forgot to say, but this is Tether. And as you can see, even though it meets the standard, it is not passing our test suite. So yeah. So this is it. We have also some more token information. And at the bottom of the page, we have scores about the token. So if you are aiming to build services to evaluate tokens, this could be useful. I hope this is readable for you, but we have also score per categories. So we have categories like approval, event emission, total supply, balance. So this gives you a very precise description of how the token is behaving. All right, so that's our website. We have also a VS Code plugin that I can show you here. So essentially, you have your test code here. You click on this generate test. And on the left of your screen, you have a list of tests. You can click to execute them all. And within a few seconds, you get this evaluation. So we inspired a lot from unit testing to do that. And as you can see, whenever you have failing test, you get explanation about why the test is failing. And you have also a relationship between the failing test and the problem. So we point you to the correct location in the code. All right. Let me just now have one more thing, which is our API. And I guess you guys all know what an API is, but I will just tell you that we have a lot of endpoints that allow you to execute tests remotely. We have also endpoints for our different tokens, so you can also access our database of tokens. You can get the report that I show you in a very passable way. And if you are a service that evaluates tokens, you can build also your token list and run your tests privately. Okay, so I think that's it for me. I would like to now take questions. Thank you.
So very cool, actually, quite well done. What ERCs do you support?
So right now we are supporting 20 and 4.626. 721 is coming in August. And we would like also to hear from you. What ERC do you need? So we are very open to discussing with developers and hearing their needs.
Hey, thanks for the presentation. Are you planning on supporting other kind of ERCs, not just tokens?
Why not? At the moment, this is not planned, but as I was saying, we If you have an ERC you want us to test and have a test suite, just let us know.
No more question.
All right, thanks.